Since the founding fathers, the love of the land is something buried deep inside of us. It is our heritage, our history, our passion. And we are its greatest stewards. From the smallest blades of grass to the widest of nature's wonders, this is who we are. This is Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Lending. We find the best loan for your land. Western Heritage Consulting and Engineering. Envision, design, build. Hayden Outdoors, the brand that sells the land. And True Timber, the world's best-selling camo.
Welcome to Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land. I'm your host, Alan Treadwell. On this episode, we start in Colorado on a beautiful lakeside mountain getaway before heading out to New Mexico to check out a stunning ranch with private fishing pond just off the back deck before we head back to Colorado to take a look at a ranch just 20 minutes south of Colorado Springs. And finally, we wind up in an area of Wyoming known for its beauty and recreation, on a ranch with historic improvements and excellent haying and grazing opportunities. And while we showcase a few select listings on each episode, Hayden Outdoors has hundreds of properties from coast to coast listed on haydenoutdoors.com. Now, let's head out to Illinois, where fellow Hayden broker and good friend Jared Jackson had me out to enjoy one of my favorite springtime activities. Springtime in Illinois. You know, it don't get any better to me than springtime. It's my favorite time of year. Things are coming to life. Turkeys are gobbling, fish are biting, you know, and just being out here kind of makes you feel more alive. And today we're out here and hunting in Illinois on one of Jared Jackson's farm that he's had for several years, you know, and he's put so much work and so much emphasis into this farm. But he's came in and he's opened up food plot areas. He's got ponds that he's put in, really turned this place into an exceptional hunting property with all kinds of habitat work that he's done on it. So we're going to start here this morning. Sun's starting to come up. If we can get one to gobble right now, we might have some good luck. Hunting turkeys in the springtime is something that I'm truly passionate about. And Jared, who's a fellow Hayden broker and avid outdoorsman, was kind enough to invite me to hunt one of his properties. And it doesn't take long walking around this property he spent so much time developing for wildlife to realize the fruits of his labor. He gets low right there. I'm not going to be able to see him, but I should be able to pop up about 30 yards right there before I can see him. Watching these beautiful birds come in is something I'll never grow tired of, and the nerves that come with it. No matter how many times you've been there, it gets me every time. Oh my goodness, was that pretty or what? Oh, I'm a nervous wreck watching that dude come up through there. Oh goodness, what a pretty bird. You know, hunting like this comes with a lot of work, and the effort that Jared puts in allows for these types of moments. It's so rewarding, transforming a property and being able to hunt it and share it with friends and family. And after a beautiful hunt in Illinois in the spring, I actually made another trip back up there later on in the summer to visit Jared and see firsthand some of the work being done on one of his properties.
We're hauling dirt from here to the pond, but this area here was an area that we actually weren't using. This was it was old rough. It was like cattle fields. So we came in here, cleared it out, leveled a house site, then we added in the pond.
So this is one of your clients' properties that you guys are actively working on?
Yeah, and it's turning out real nice.
this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
Will you, once the dirt work and everything is complete on the pond, or I guess in this case, you'd probably call it a lake, will you come in then and put habitat and stuff like that to turn it into a nice fishery?
Yeah, for sure. We got plans of different levels, and we're gonna bring in some cedar trees and some other structure and rocks and maybe some riprap and smaller gravel for, you know, and it'll look totally different. Usually at that point, we take a picture of it so we can remember down the road.
Where your structure is at?
Because you forget, yeah.
Yep,
you don't realize it, but you do. Everything I do now, it seems like it involves land. It's just like a circle, you know, from fixing it up, hunting it, selling it. Man, I've kept relationships for decades now, and a lot of my buyers that come in, I end up working with them, whether it's trail cameras or dozer work or food plots, or we've got long-lasting relationships for years. And again, I mean, this was actually just like a horse or old cattle area. There was thorn trees, and we took one of the worst areas of the property, and now we're adding a whole lot of value.
You know, I think that's one thing that a lot of people, you know, I mean, especially even clients that I deal with, they're scared by certain parts of the property or doing something like that. But you know, there's folks like you everywhere that it could come in and turn a property into something, you know, magnificent. Take the worst part and make it the best part. You know, we're from the Midwest, so we're lucky when it comes to doing something like that. You get out west into Colorado or Wyoming and places with water rights, a landowner literally can't do this. They can't come in and make a big lake on it. But here, we can dig a hole and have this, you know, so it's great to be able to utilize that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, but yeah, I have a lot of clients that ask about water or water source, or can we put water on our property? And you can. It doesn't have to be this large. It can be even smaller, but even smaller, it still gives all the benefits. On top of the enjoyment, all wildlife benefit from a pond and having a water source. Whenever I sit down with a client, I ask them right in the get-go, what is your dream for this property? And then I can add in my lifetime of knowledge from being an outfitter and being here in my area in Illinois. Then we look at the map and, you know, does the neighbor have water and we don't? If we don't, we need to put in water. Do we need to have multiple ways to get into the property for different winds? Where do we want certain food plots? Make a buyer's dream come true.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's a certain sense of stewardship that comes with land ownership, right?
Yeah.
You know, and to do something like this is, you know, is a land stewardship, making it better, leaving it better than you found it.
That's right. It is great having a pond right there in front of the house, and my pond there at home, it's loaded with fish. I've actually got a feeder that goes off 3 times a day, so it's really like you've got your own groceries out there if you wanted them, because I mean, literally we can just take the pole down there and catch some catfish, bluegill, bass, and family, friends can come over on occasion, and it's just a great time.
Well, the memories that you're gonna make out there with your little girls, that's
right.
That's irreplaceable, right?
That's right, and the pond's gonna be there, and it's just going to stay there for generations, so it's even past us, and it can go on. I think this evening before dark, let's take some fishing rods. We'll catch some, play in them. Let's eat them this evening and have a good time.
Have a little fish fry tonight.
That's
I
right.
love it.
Yeah, I'll catch them. You can play.
Perfect.
For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.haydenoutdoors.com. It can look like the hue of a deep blue sky, the shimmer of wheat waving in the wind, a riffle running restless next to a deep, calm pool, or a wide open range reaching from horizon to horizon. Land means something different to everyone. Hunting, fishing, farming, ranching, buying, selling. Whatever land is to you, find it here. Hayden Outdoors, the brand that sells the land. Resting in northeast Wyoming lies a cattle ranch that has hit the market for the first time in generations. The Old Sundance Road Ranch offers 15,534 deeded acres located just a few miles west of Sundance in the shadows of the beautiful Black Hills region. This classic western ranch provides owners with historic improvements including 3 farmhouses, barns, and cattle ranch buildings with excellent haying and grazing opportunions. Inyan-Cara Creek runs through the property and offers excellent water for livestock and wildlife alike. The property is well fenced and cross-fenced and has facilities for working cattle cattle on site. Old Sundance offers excellent hunting for elk, both mule deer and white-tailed deer, turkeys, and small game. In addition, just 5 miles away lies Keyhole Reservoir that's known for amazing fishing and recreational opportunities. With great location, active cattle management, recreational opportunities, and beautiful views of ponderosa pine-covered hills, this multi-use ranch is second to none and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For a private tour of Old Sundance Road Ranch, contact Dax Hayden or Bill Vacek today or visit HaydenOutdoors.com. This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Western Heritage Consulting and Engineering. Envision, design, build.
Now let's head to Larimer County, Colorado to check out a property agent Bryn Hayden has listed, Hiawatha Lake Cabin.
Located off well-maintained county roads just 40 minutes northwest of Fort Collins, Colorado, this legacy property is what mountain living is all about. The Hiawatha Lake Cabin is within walking distance of Red Feather Village and offers excellent fishing, privacy, and recreational use of Hiawatha Lake. From the cabin porch, enjoy views to an aspen grove of the lake below and the Three Sisters Rock Formation. Hiawatha Lake provides fishing for rainbows, cutbows, palominos, brook trout, and brown trout, while the Red Feather Lakes area is surrounded by the Roosevelt National Forest, providing copious recreational opportunities. The proximity to Fort Collins, remoteness of Red Feather Lakes, endless recreation, and breathtaking scenery make the Hiawatha Lake Cabin a truly special place to spend time.
Now let's head to Catron County, New Mexico to check out a property agents Greg Little and Butch Porter have listed, Elk and Arrow Ranch.
If you're dreaming of living in the West and looking for a stunning turnkey setup, look no further than the Elk and Arrow Ranch. This beautiful 6-bedroom, 4-bath, 4,400 square foot lodge sits in the heart of Catron County and is made up of roughly 222 deeded acres. Located less than 34 miles from the Arizona line and just over 2 hours to Albuquerque International Airport, Elk and Arrow Ranch sits at approximately 7,200 feet in elevation and consists of juniper, pinyon, pine, and rolling hills. The half-acre pond is 12 feet deep and is lined and covered with 10-inch river rock. The ranch sits in GMU 12, and the 2 million acre Gila National Forest is to the south, offering endless recreation. The Elk and Arrow Ranch is one of a kind and is a perfect turnkey opportunity.
And finally, we're in Pueblo County, Colorado to check out a property agent Jake Highland has listed, Fountain Creek Ranch.
Fountain Creek Ranch is located about 20 minutes south of Colorado Springs. The Fountain Creek Ranch is comprised of 985 deeded contiguous acres. Roughly 550 to 600 acres of that is actually irrigated ground. 6 pivots supplied by numerous deeded water rights that are being sold along with the property. The ranch consists of a little over 3.5 miles of Fountain Creek. From the trees to the east, it moves out into the agriculture fields. The crops that are in production right now are a mix between hay and alfalfa. With over 600 acres of irrigated ground, it gives a producer multiple different avenues for different crop production. Fountain Creek Ranch is an absolute buffet for any sportsman. You have tremendous turkey numbers, large elk herds, trophy whitetail, and trophy mule deer. To top it off, Fountain Creek offers over-the-counter turkey tags. Fountain Creek is located in Big Game Hunting Unit 123. This particular unit in Colorado offers Choice C elk licenses. What's really unique about this particular hunting unit is the season starts September 1st and runs through January 31st. In addition to that, you can use your choice of any legal hunting weapon through those hunting seasons. I think something that sets Fountain Creek Ranch apart from other ranches is the fact that when you're sitting in a stand, you have the opportunity to see elk, whitetail, mule deer, ducks, geese, turkey. To have a ranch like that in Colorado where you literally have a chance at a multitude of different species, and this isn't just a ranch that you might be giving up something to gain something else. This ranch honestly boasts very strong whitetail genetics, very strong mule deer genetics, a great elk herd, the waterfowl hunting on it if it's either on the river, the fields, the ponds. There's so many different aspects to this ranch that really gives a sportsman a true buffet style ranch.
For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.haydenoutdoors.com. Introducing Hayden Outdoors Mercantile. Get your own Hayden Outdoors branded gear for your life outdoors and more. Offering a variety of branded gear and apparel, from finely crafted clothing, handmade leather accessories, field bags, knives, hats, and more from popular brands like Orvis, Otterbox, Hook, Cool, and Filson. So go to HaydenOutdoors.com, pick up your collection of Hayden gear, and join the stampede. Hayden Outdoors Mercantile. Ride for the brand.
It's what we've been waiting for all year. All the preparation. The early mornings and late nights. Hot, cold, wet or windy. Mother Nature isn't doing anyone any favors. From the piney woods of the south to the old-growth hardwoods of the east, through the ocean of Midwestern prairies and down deep into the marsh, you simply won't find more effective hunting camo. Gear for hunters, by hunters. Gear that works just as hard as those wearing it. Learn more about the world's best-selling camo at truetimber.com.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by Outdoor Lending. We find the best loan for your land.
Now let's head to Crook County, Wyoming, where Dax Hayden and Bill Vacek have a ranch listed with excellent hunting, haying, and grazing opportunities. This is Old Sundance Road Ranch. Bill, the Old Sundance Road Ranch that we're out here on today, it is a beautiful place and it's about as good as it gets, really.
Oh, it is. Excellent property, a large variety of terrain, great water. Really an excellent place.
You know, the location of this ranch to me is just incredible. We're just down the road, 5 or 10 miles from Sundance, Wyoming. You know, very historic town, not too far from Gillette. You got Devil's Tower just up the road and Keyhole Reservoir just a short 5-minute drive.
Oh, it is. It's a great fishery. You know, it wraps around the town of Pine Haven, has nice amenities, grocery stores, restaurants, bars. Really a great destination. 10-minute ride down the road and you're catching fish.
Yeah, I mean, and the fisheries over there, I mean, I know they catch a load of walleye and crappie, smallmouth bass, pike. I mean, you know, we was over there yesterday and people were skiing around on it. I mean, it's a great lake.
It is. Great recreation lake as well. Nice clear water.
The hunting on this ranch is incredible too.
It is. This ranch offers, you know, we kicked up some upland birds yesterday. Excellent elk herd, trophy elk here, whitetail and mule deer both, and just a ton of turkeys.
Yep, and I mean, we were coming up through the valley a while ago and seeing probably a 15-inch antelope standing out there in the valley.
Absolutely. It's, you know, with the diverse terrain, the shaded valleys, and the water, it's all key.
You know, you touched on water right there, and I know there's some really senior water rights that come with this ranch as well.
Yes, there is. Yep, opportunity, obviously to get a great hay crop if you want to enhance it for wildlife as well.
By planting food plots or something like that down in the bottom.
Yep, and a lot of sub-irrigated bottoms too.
Bill, this really is an incredible cattle ranch and it can support a pretty large herd.
Yes, it can. You know, in any given year, it's probably a 750 pair operation, you know, upwards of 1,000 on a wet year. Really well watered, spring water, creek water, solar powered wells as well. And, you know, with the vegetation, the mixture of pine trees and deciduous trees, lots of shade. So it really is, those cattle, you know, you see them walking, they're not stressed at all, they're big and heavy.
The tenants that are on the ranch, they've been here for quite some time and they've done an incredible job taking care of this place. I mean, you know, it's not been overgrazed or anything. Yesterday we were seeing grass belly deep on cows walking around.
Yes, they have, yep, and very few weeds. They keep it very clean. The fences are in excellent shape. It really is ready to go.
So all you do is need to come in here and bring your cattle and you're ready to be a cattle rancher.
Yes, that's correct.
Bill, one thing that can be tough in Wyoming is access to a ranch or getting there, and this ranch really has both. There's some nice airports in the area.
Absolutely, there's 3 major airports within an hour. You know, Gillette's just down the road. Also great access off I-90. It has its own exit, which is key. You know, we're minutes from town here, yet we feel like we're in the middle of nowhere. For somebody who's on the go that has to get in and out, this is an excellent place.
You know, I think a lot of people may look and see that the I-90 runs on the northern border of this ranch and look at it as a negative, but on this particular ranch, it's really a positive. It doesn't affect any of the ranch and it gives you incredible access off of I-90 onto the ranch, and you're in Spearfish or Gillette in minutes.
Yeah, it really does. In any direction, you know, you get on the interstate and you're in Sundance having dinner in 15 minutes. Keyhole Reservoir probably 10, Gillette, you know, 35. It really is an asset on this property.
You know, you're from Wyoming, been up here for a long time, and you know, just being able to be in Wyoming, the people are so nice, the terrain, the weather. I mean, it's just a wonderful place to be.
It is in this northeast part of the state. It really is a step back in time. Excellent people, everybody's friendly, just a really neat area.
Well, this is a great ranch and I've enjoyed my time on it, but for more information on this ranch or any others, go to HaydenOutdoors.com.
This segment of Hayden Outdoors Life on the Land is brought to you by True Timber, the world's best-selling camo. Outdoor Lending offers a consultative approach to farm and recreational land lending. With relationships in mind, Outdoor Lending's concierge service matches the lender with the appropriate lending partner. Outdoor Lending, where we find you the best loan for your land. Learn more at outdoorlending.com. Your work is your ethic. Your handshake is your bond. Your word will outlive you. There's only so much you can leave behind in this life. Make your land your legacy. Landowners nationwide trust Western Heritage with their land enhancement and development. No matter what the project is, Western Heritage will make sure your future is in good hands. Your own. At Hayden Outdoors, we truly value our team of professional land brokers and agents. They are knowledgeable individuals, share our love of the land, and are dedicated to excellent work ethics and attention to detail. We are currently seeking experienced land professionals from coast to coast to join the Hayden team. If you believe you're a good fit, please contact us at 866-741-8323. We look forward to hearing from you. For more information about any of the properties featured on Life on the Land, visit www.haydenoutdoors.com.
So after spending some time checking out a pond build on one of Jared's clients' properties, we headed out to his place to see some of the results of his labor and the improvements on his own land and how he's able to manage his properties and get the best of both worlds.
On the farm here, I plant it for yield, but I also set it up for the deer as well. So I planted corn here all in the center, but in the middle of the property, I planted a hidden alfalfa and clover field. In Illinois, one of the major things we got is crops, and you get mid-state on it, you get into that great dirt. We do have some great timber in areas, but crops is one of Illinois' major: corn, soybeans, milo, etc. So you can get a return on investment here, plus your deer hunting as well. I've put a couple trail cameras back here. I've had some of the same deer year after year. Got the trail cameras out, got my alfalfa mowed, keeps it tender. Every evening them bucks are rolling in here, so gonna check the trail camera and see if the drop tine buck's on here. Over time we put a dream on a map and we've implemented it, over the years, but we've added in the alfalfa fields, clover fields, we've added in water holes, we've added in ponds, we've added in road systems, we've added in prairie grass fields for bedding. It's been a whole process, but you can build the property and make it better and better. Alan, this is one of the small ponds I was telling you about. Somebody built this decades ago. I have no idea who, but in the evenings there'll be 30 deer out here. I've got multiple big bucks. They're actually coming here to the water. They're laying below the water right now. In the evenings they all come up here, get a drink. And it's hard to believe, but we got a young boy, he's caught a 5-pound largemouth out of here.
No
Just
kidding.
this little bitty pond.
It's just, every little thing that you do for a property, whether it's adding value or benefiting the wildlife or whatever, like just everything helps each other. It all works together.
Yeah.
As promised, after a trip around the property, checking out the crops, water, and food plots, we headed back to Jared's front yard to hang with the family and hopefully catch a few fish to cap off the night.
I'm not real sure what we're after, so I come loaded for everything. Oh, swallow it, swallow it. Oh, he spit it out. You got a catfish? Well, hey, big bluegill eat too. Feel like if anybody wanted to give me a new nickname, it would be Bobber Boy. Listen, I'm not above anything. Can't beat them, join them.
All right, good job.
He says I was reeling it in.
Bring it to me. It's gonna be little bites of fish if we gotta clean these, but we gotta take them out anyway, so they'll fry too.
What a great way to spend an evening with family and friends. We didn't catch a ton of fish, but we caught enough to have a great time together and make a meal out of them. But the best part of it all was the fact that Jared has 2 daughters, and I can't think of a better way to wrap up these summer nights than spending time together out on the pond that they put in. And to have those memories together as a family, that's what it's all about. Investing in your own piece of ground, putting in the work to make it something to be enjoyed by those close to you, and hopefully someday by those after you.
For more information on any of our great properties for sale, please call 866-741-8323 or visit us online at HaydenOutdoors.com.